Buenos dias from Chapultepec.
This bosque, this park, this forest here in the heart of Mexico City is 2 times the size of Central Park in NYC.
They've got all sorts of things. They've got multiple museums. They've got a zoo, an archaeological dig site.
And a castle, the only castle in the Americas where royalty actually lived, like a real castle. So we are so excited to get to explore. So let's go see how the royals lived.
Look at this. Oh. I'm dizzy.
What's up, Madventures? We're Madison and iVEN, and you're watching Madventure.
I don't know what these squirrels say.
This is one of our last Madventures here in Mexico City after 3 months of eating delicious food, experiencing the amazing culture, and exploring some epic historic sites. Today we're going to a zoo, a castle, a lake, an archaeological site, and more without leaving the park in our Airbnb's neighborhood. This park is also home to one of the most famous museums in the world, so if you're visiting Mexico City, you absolutely need to spend some time over here. After walking by several memorials and archaeological sites, we have made it to the castle. This is the only thing we have to pay for in today's Madventure, and tickets are about $4 a person or 80 pesos per person for entry. You buy your tickets at the bottom of the hill, and from there it's a decent little hike up to the top. But luckily there's some tremendous views along the way. This castle was originally built in 1725 by the commander-in-chief of the Spanish colony, New Spain. During the War of Independence, the castle was abandoned, and remained abandoned until it was refurbished and turned into a military academy. It wasn't until 1864, about 140 years after being built, that it upped its status to a royal castle, when it became the official residence of Emperor Maximilian I and his Empress. Emperor Maximilian was not ethnically Mexican at all. He was an Austrian prince who was offered the crown by the French, who sought to add Mexico to their empire. During the time Maximilian lived here, the castle took on its current floor plan and design. He hired multiple architects to redesign the castle in the neoclassical style. 4 years later, the empire came to an end when the French were defeated and Maximilian was shot by a firing squad along with several of his loyal followers. He had actually been given the opportunity to return to Europe, but his mother insisted he stay and die with dignity, rather than returning to Europe a coward unworthy of the family name. In 1939, the castle became a national museum. There is a special exhibit going on right now, celebrating 200 years of the Mexican Navy, and these model ships are super cool. This room is filled with a bunch of men, but this one is my favorite. as we head out into this gorgeous courtyard with this incredible view, I realize I recognize this place. For those of you film lovers like me, does this castle look familiar to you? This is the Capulet Mansion from Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet.
What's up? My name is Ivan, and this is my crib.
Back in the park, we see countless gift shops, the National Auditorium, a Korean pavilion, and at last, the zoo, which after spending about 10 minutes trying to find a ticket booth, we found out is free.
Oh, I'm glad we tried. Hola. Show us what you got.
We saw your relatives insulting. They say hi.
Adios. Buenas noches.
And now for one of the parts I am most excited about, the pandas.
He's so big. This is definitely the closest I've been to a panda.
Yeah.
Oh no. Look at his eyes. Oh. He's just lying there.
He's eating his bamboo leaves, but this is like your dream. Just laying there eating all your favorite foods, rolling around in the food. Oh wow.
There are very few pandas in zoos in the entire world. And it's super cool that I've been to, I guess, 3 of them now, and this is Ivan's 4th. So cool to see these adorable creatures. We just exited the zoo, and it was pretty awesome, actually. We saw a panda.
The closest I've ever been to a panda. And that is, we also learned that there are only a few zoos in the world that even have a panda.
Yeah.
So that was so cool.
Especially considering you've been to 4 of them now.
But yeah, every time it's like the panda's all the way on the other side.
There's a
doing its
long
own
climb,
thing.
huge crowd, because there
Long
are
line,
so few of them. But today, we were like up close and personal. There was glass and there was a bit of a glare, so I don't know if you were able to see it. But,
But
yeah,
he was
it was.
great.
Oh,
She was great. She
So
was great.
she's eating this bamboo, laying back, living her best life. It was awesome. But now, we just walked out on the most beautiful carousel we've ever seen in our lives. So
This park has it all. Around every corner, there's a surprise.
for real, like, and I did some I read about this park before we came, and still there's so much more here. It's so much bigger than I could have ever imagined. This is awesome.
This dope jungle gym, a high ropes course, for example. Maybe you want some restaurants. Like, this park seriously has it all. Chilling by this gorgeous lake was such a relaxing way to end our incredible time filled with Madventures here in the Chapultepec Park. However, nothing in our lives can stay relaxing for long.
So the entrance we used has now been closed for exit. So now we gotta walk 10 minutes that way just to walk.
10 minutes that we just walked.
Yeah, gotta walk back where we came from 10 minutes and then again back just on the other side of this fence over here. Definitely getting our steps in today.
Yeah. On a little bit of a time crunch because we're trying to make sure we make it to our Lucha Libre wrestling experience.
We made it out. Now on the way to our place, head over to Lucha Libre.
So join us for the next video for our big Lucha Libre Mexican wrestling Madventure. It's going to be totally mad. And we'll explore the canals of Xochimilco. Thank you so much for going on this Madventure with us. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons. It seriously helps us so much. We'll see you in the next one, and until then, remember to live your own Madventure.